Welcome back on the program. On the front pages today, I have with me the Nation newspaper, Saturday Telegraph, also First News, and the platform. Olamide, what do you have with you?
I have the Blueprint Weekend, the major stories on the Leadership Weekend, Saturday Independent, and also the Sporting Life.
All right, let's kickstart with the Nation newspaper this morning. And the back story here says, LG Caretaker committees, anxiety in state over Supreme Court verdict. And workers raises the alarm over payment of salaries. All right, workers raise alarm there over payment of salaries. Opposition party, their governors over judgment. And we have Jai Kuti here. My husband urges me to kiss properly in films. Wow. All right, my adulterous, my wife adulterous, okay, claims Super Eagle star in court petition. Right. Well, maybe my wife's adulteress there. Demands 1 billion damages from alleged London-based pastor over lover. My husband brought home fetish objects. Wife tells court. And on the masthead we have Tinubu names National Theatre after Wole Soyinka, 22 dead, 132 hospitalized in just building collapse. All of the stories there on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning.
On the Blueprint Weekend, Wole Soyinka at 90. President Tinubu names National Theatre after Nobel laureate. Local government autonomy Supreme Court judgment, a relief from financial burden to states. National Governors Forum says, let's increase our productivity, boost IGRs, or your Makinde advises colleagues. Tinubu's ingenuity deepening democracy, APC says the president has also liberated LGAs from governors. That's on pages 8 and 9 of the Blueprint Weekend. Domestic equity rebounds gains 172 billion naira. Ministry of Livestock Development will end farmers' herders' hostilities. The major stories on Blueprint this morning.
Saturday Telegraph, Supreme Court judgment on local government autonomy. It's a huge burden taken away from us, says governors, to meet Wednesday on way forward. Judgment sparks agitation for proper election into councils. All of the stories there on the front page of Saturday Telegraph. We have how cost of medicines tests make access to healthcare difficult. And now CBN sells 122.67 million US dollar to 46 authorized dealers. And Tinubu renames National Theatre after Soyinka at 90. We must say congratulations to the Nobel laureate there. And 22 students die in collapse building in Plateau State. And FIRS ranked 3.94 trillion naira into national coffers in first quarter of 2024.
On a Leadership Weekend, pressure mounts for more reforms in local government. CSOs, IPEC lawyers defer on scrapping of state electoral bodies. INEC canvasses constitution amendment. Olawe Washim urges strong oversight structures. Group to track council funds activities emerges. Judgment, big relief, according to Governors Forum. Kano judges suit not with appeal court. Official says on Ganduje's probe. Many fared killed, others injured in Plateau school building collapse. Sad one there. President Tinubu did not stop work on inherited projects, Mai says. The fuel cry says queues reduce as loading resumes at depots. The major stories on leadership this morning.
Okay, let's move on to First News. And the big story here is VP Shetima warns Nigeria facing rare food security crisis, urges leaders to confront reality. And that's coming from the Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shetima. And ex-power minister granted 10 billion naira bail over alleged 33 billion naira fraud. Big one there. Adultery, Court of Appeal upholds 5 million naira fine against Daddy Freeze dissolves marriage. Let's quickly move on to the masthead now. LG autonomy, governors applaud power devolution and just building collapse. Many dead, rescue operations ongoing. Very pathetic. Tinubu renames National Art Theatre after showing in honor of 90th birthday at this time. All of the stories there on the front page of First News this morning. Olamide.
And on Saturday, Independence federal government set to prosecute 116 federal civil servants abroad, still collecting salaries in Nigeria. The writer there says we will recover all funds. Stakeholders demand radical reforms purge in the public sector. President Tinubu, Dakwa Abiodun, Oni, others in Ibadan, as Makinde instals Obalakuleyin as 43rd Olubadan. Wale Soyinka at 90, President Tinubu reels out circumstances that linked him with Nobel laureates. Renames National Theatre after playwrights. The government cracks down on illegal mining with arrest of Chinese nationals in Abia, as the CBN sells $122.671 million to 46 authorized dealers. The major stories on the front page of The Independence.
Platform Times, the story there says, judges, police, top bribe takers as Nigerians pay 721 billion naira in 2023. That's coming from the MBS. World Bank report criticizes Nigeria's low spending on health, education, and Tinubu aids counter Ndume's claim, as president fully aware of Nigerians' hardship. 200 people were trapped in collapsed school buildings, says Plateau government. And NDIC advocates enhanced collaboration to combat banking fraud. On the masthead, we have gunmen kidnap Nigerian Polytechnic rector, orders demand 70 million naira. Insecurity, Governor to urges Tinubu to deploy drones at cross-river state borders. And housewife seeks divorce over husband's inability to provide for family after job loss. All of the stories there on the front page of the Platform Times this morning.
And finally, on the Sporting Life, in DJ Thrill to sign new Leicester deals, says he feels great and excited. Evans signs new Man United deal as Paulini eyes maiden Grand Slam title. Djokovic sets up Alcaraz rematch in final. Sadio Mane celebrates wife after graduation from school. Man United adds Simmons to wish list. And Osayi Samuel wants 2.5 million euros for Fenerbahce's stay. The major stories on the front page of the Sporting Life this morning. Manuel.
Right, all of the stories there on the front page of the dailies this morning, but the big one here, very pathetic at this time, is a Plateau building collapse. About 22 students die in the collapsed building in Plateau State. We must say very pathetic at this time. And Olamide, it's a call that we need to look at some of our infrastructure in the state to forestall such kind of incident at this time.
And the state government has come out to describe the incident as an avoidable one that would have been avoided if it was addressed as soon as possible. It also cited the school's weak structure and unsafe location near a riverbank, especially when a building like that houses students, houses pupils, houses underage persons. It's very important to ensure that every structure around them
definitely.
It's up to date.
And they need to also, maybe it's a call that integrity tests should be done to some of those building housing students in the country.
Yes, and that's why recently there have been calls for that, especially because of the wet season that we have been experiencing. Don't forget that there was a time that in the Lagos Island, we had repeated incidences like this, and we had the state government coming out to say that they were raising awareness to residents or persons in that environment to ensure that when you see a structure like that, you do not decide to inhabit or take advantage of that building, probably because
it's a sad one on the plateau at this time, and we hope that things get better, and that to those who have lost their lives, we say may their soul
rest in peace.